Hello, I wanted to make a video about my gun because I haven't made one yet. I wanted to let you all know that if you want to help support the channel, I have 2 books for sale on Amazon. One is an ebook and the other is a paper book. One is called Christian Ghosts and the other is called The Battle of Wits. The one is for $5, I think. The other one is for $10 or $15. So if you want to help support the channel, please go check them out. And thank you. And I have the different videos on YouTube already themed about my different self-defense tools. So I wanted to make a new one themed or centered around my gun. But as all YouTubers that review guns will tell you, empty mag, empty gun. So, first of all, obviously, my gun is a Bersa Thunder 380. The normal one, not the plus. The difference between the normal versus the plus, the normal has a single stack mag. This mag is a 7 round. I have an 8, but each one's different. Now that I've explained the name of the gun, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, yes, I was right. The Bersa Thunder 380 are guns made in Argentina. So they're not American, but they're still okay. I have a few things that I think are a little annoying, and I have things that I think are good. So let me start with the pros and cons. Now, I will say this, I paid for the gun. I did not get it from Bersa. So this is not a paid review. I'm giving my honest feedback. But my feedback is personal opinion. Some of the things that I like, most gun owners won't like, because I have a specific reason why I bought this one. To explain that a little bit, I am the main protector in my family. I have, as you know already, I have almost a dozen different self-defense tools that I carry with me all the time. This is the most it's the thing that people, if they see it, they'll instantly know what it is. Some of my other ones, people look at it and they're confused as to what is that. But this, I pull that out and people, bah! Instantly. So, this gun it has a lot of safety features built in. First one, this. That is its safety. But it's also what's called a decocker. What that means, if you, now again, this is empty. If you cock the hammer, but then you decide you don't want to shoot, you have two choices. One, stick your thumb on the hammer, pull the trigger, and slowly like that. Of course, I can do that a lot more fast because I practiced that. But if you want to do that in a way that you know for sure nothing's going to happen, for example, if you and your thumb slips, which I did on purpose, if you had ammo in the gun, that would have, because your thumb slipped. So what they encourage you to do that. Now, some of you will say, well, that's more dangerous. No, it's not. And I'll show you why. Not sure if you can see that. There's this little bar right there. If I hold here and then use this, now I know you could see it. That little bar that was, that's a safety bar. If that is turned, a bar will flip, which is normally flat, and the hammer can thud. But when you use the decocker, it turns that way. It stops it a little bit before it hits the firing pin, which is that circle shaped thing. So that decocker works fine. It's loud, but it works fine. The second safety thing it has, you can see that I'm trying to pull the trigger. It's a long, hard pull, but you take out the mag and nothing happens. That's called a mag disconnect. And it's really good because that means if I'm doing something and a robber who knows I have a gun sneaks up and steals my gun, if for some reason I took the mag out, here we go. I know there's a bullet in here. Oh wait. And I know I can get the gun back from him because it won't shoot. This has to be in. The third, and I'm always wearing this, that thing is a tiny little Bersa key. Okay. Do you see the tiny notch right there? Now, nothing happens. And I can't move the slide or the hammer. It's completely, no one can use it until I now, like I said, some gun owners hate that, all those different things it has. But for me, I live with two people that have kind of like bipolar disorder. I don't trust those two with a gun. So if I don't have the gun with me, which I tend to, but anytime the gun is not in my holster somewhere, I lock it or I take the mag, because those two don't need to use the gun. And I can trust that they can't use it because I locked it or I have the mag. Now, the cons. First one, this is, again, this is just my opinion. I personally think that the mag, because a lot of guns, this part of the mag is flush with the gun. So if you put in the mag, it looks like the grip. Now with this, anyone who understands a little bit about guns knows exactly where the mag is. It's right here, this thing. I think that is ugly. Like I said, that's just me personally. I just think that that's ugly. Now, that's another thing. These fingers can fit right here, no problem. But I can't grip the gun properly without this in, because my pinky is on this, which I'm thinking that was an intentional design, but I don't know. The third problem, and this is a big one that I'm sure many other people that have Bersas noticed. I don't know what they call that. The little kind of like rumble strips. That, I don't know what they are called with a gun. They look like a rumble strip on a road. That's why I call it that. But that is designed to make it more easy for your fingers to grab and rack the slide. The problem? That safety is in the wrong spot for that. Because I'm sure you're not supposed to do this. I have to use the safety to help me rack the slide. Or, as I tend to do because I can't grip it correctly, I do this. Which is a problem because that's not where you're supposed to grip it to rack the slide. You're supposed to do that, which is why I show it to you like this. You're supposed to grip it there. But the ejector port, this, is in the wrong place for that. So it's hard to rack the slide. Now, another thing. This is completely not necessary. So, this is just one of those things that I've tried to do, and I didn't like that I couldn't do it easy. If you've seen John Wick, you know there's a movie scene. There's a scene in the movie 2, I think, that he picks up a gun, racks the slide, and then I can't do that without the slide racking first. It moves easy when it's racked already. Now it's hard. I have to be trying to rack it. But anyway, the last thing, now this is kind of a good and kind of a bad. It just depends on how you look at it. What's called the takedown, which means that you disassemble the gun. On this gun, it's really easy. This thingy right here, right? Just like that. Spring. And now you can clean it. Now, one thing you probably noticed sorry, first time I noticed that, but anyway, is that the barrel is fixed. It can't move. That makes this a little bit more accurate, but at the same time, because it has this, you have to depend on that. And like I just oopsied, I showed you that this has to go on a specific way. You'll feel it quickly. If it's wrong, if it's right, so and that was to put it back together. So I'll show you that again. And then the test. Working fine. So just wanted to give you a quick review video. I would only recommend this gun for people that have situations kind of like mine, that there's people around them that you don't want them to use it. So you want a good way to restrict the use of the gun when you want to. People that live normal lives, get a gun that's normal, doesn't have as many safety things. There's no reason to have that many safety parts if you're in a normal situation. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next video.